Trainers, what's going on? Welcome to another Uma Musume video. In this one, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Tartarus Cup. Once again, it's now the day before the Taurus Cup. So now let's go ahead and talk about what kind of Umas are we going to end up bringing to this event. Now, as you see right here, it's a 2400 medium left. We're going to go ahead and select right here, as you see, the graded league, because this one gives the better rewards. Make sure you do that before the end of the day. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on the rewards. You're going to get to see this nice little cutscene, which I am going to end up, maybe we'll just go ahead and see how long this is. Maybe we can speed through it real fast. Yeah. Alrighty, time to show them who's boss. We're getting all excited. We're going to go challenge trainers from around the world with our best runners. As you see right here, these are all going to be middle range runners, as you see, with a little hint right there. Exclusive event titles. We're going to get some nice rewards. This is explaining exactly how the system works. If you guys don't know how the system works, check out my previous video. I went over how this works, and we are going to be in it. Now, the course that we're going to be running, at least in this first section, I'm not sure if it's going to change on the second one, but at least for this first part, we're going to be running the Tokyo Turf 2400 meter medium left-handed in the spring on firm conditions. Whew, that's a mouthful to say, right? Now you might think, oh, none of that matters. All this matters. You need to, if you want to make a perfect Uma for this, you can get a green skill that's for firm. You can get a green skill that says sunny days. You could get a green skill that says spring runner instead of the winter runner. You can get left-handed instead of right-handed. You can get all of the medium boosts, specifically since you know you're going to be running on a Taurus Cup, or you're going to be running on the Tokyo Turf on a medium rate length race. So with all that said, what kind of Umas are we going to be wanting to use here? Well, let's go ahead and look at the Umas that I currently have, and we'll go over all the Umas in general, right? So we'll go over to Enhance, I believe, Trainees, and we'll hit Trainee. Now, these are all the Umas that I have. A good way to do it is to sort by distance, I believe. If we don't sort by distance, we see all of the ones that are good for medium races. Now, this is an easy, quick way to do it, but do keep in mind that even though that's the case, as you see, Major McQueen is also an A rank in medium. So basically what we're going to be looking for is our top 3 favorite Umas. Not necessarily that are like this. I don't think this is necessarily the best way to do it. I think just sort by stars, probably. Sort by stars or whatever you want to sort by, but just go ahead and whatever your 3 most favorite Umas. If you don't know, you could go this way. Anything that says long or medium, generally longs are also good at mediums, will be good. Anything like a sprinter generally isn't going to be good at mediums. So I guess this is a good way. Anything that's a mile is also not going to be good at mediums. So anything that's going to be in the long section to medium section, you should be able to use on this one. Most Umas can run a medium course, even if, like this character right here, you could run a ton of sparks and get her A rank medium technically. But what we're going to aim for is something like this. Let's go ahead and show one of my veteran Umas. We'll go ahead and hit list. We'll close that. I believe I have a medium S rank right here. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be the perfect Uma for this event because I haven't really been like min-maxing it for that event. This is just a good Uma in general that I was making. But as you see, S rank medium. How did I get S rank medium? Well, we got to have a inspiration. We scroll on down to a medium right here. I took a medium 3 inspiration, and then that procced and gave me an S rank on my medium. So medium started off as an A and moved on up to an S rank. And that was the way that you're going to be doing it, right? So you're going to want to try to find a good pink spark with medium, preferably more. As many pink mediums as possible will help the chances that will proc during your run, and will give you an S rank in medium. Sorry. Now, if you are trying to min-max this event, you're going to want to try to get 3 Umas with medium, and in general, you do want to get 3 Umas with medium just for your PvP squad for the team trials as well. So that's going to be the way that you're going to do that. You're going to want to try to get around 700 stamina because it's going to be a medium length course. and try to grab, if you have the chance to, sorry, I dropped out of that, try to get Swinging Maestro. It's a very, very good stamina card. And you might think that 700 is already plenty, that you don't need Swinging Maestro. Honestly, you could even use a little bit more than 700 stamina, because if in any of your races you get rushed, you're going to end up using even more stamina. So do keep that in mind, that there is some chances that you could get unlucky and need to use even more stamina than you usually do. That's why I'm throwing in Swinging Maestro to add a little bit extra. I have Firm Conditions as well, which, as you saw previously, is good for this course. If I had like right hand on here, this would be bad, but this is actually a pretty good example of a decent Uma that can be pretty good in the races. So I would recommend trying to run something similar to this if you guys have it. And as you saw, my rank over here on my account is only C3, but I got a pretty decent chance at winning with that Uma right there, just by working on one specific Uma. Now, what other good Umas can we use? What other good trainees can we have? Let's go ahead and go back in there. I know not everybody has a Tokai Teo, so let's go ahead and go over some good free-to-play options this time. A good one would be an Agnes Tachyon right here. Agnes Tachyon is one of the best free-to-play medium runners in the game. I believe the reason why is because she's got very good skills. You also would preferably like to have her maxed out to a 3-star, but I obviously don't have that. So I would recommend an Agnes Tachyon if you guys are free to play. If you guys have a Daiwa Scarlet, she's also very good for her Red Ace skill. And any other good free-to-play ones would be a El Condor Pasa. She could work as well, since she's a mile as well with a turf. Those are all pretty easy free-to-play ones, but I believe even Gold Chip. Gold Chip works really, really well in this as well. So there's a ton of options for medium, as you see. So in my opinion, really, just pick the 3 Umas that you like the best for this event, because most Umas can run medium. Just obviously avoid the sprinters and avoid the mile. Actually, avoid this mile. So avoid the sprinters, avoid the miles. Mediums to longs, almost all of the medium to long units, if not all of them, I think, can run a medium course. So do keep that in mind. And if you are absolutely free to play and you have no 5 stars, probably want to just go with something like a Daiwa Scarlet. A Vodka's pretty good as well, and like an El Condor Pasa. If your Agnes Tachyon's like mine, only level 1, you probably don't want to use a rank 1 over the rank 2. But that's pretty much all it is, guys. You're going to want to try to do something like that. And then depending on the kind of Uma that you're picking, you want to have preferably one of each style. So what does that mean? So you're going to want to try to get 1 Pace Chaser. You're going to want to try to get 1 medium, or sorry, 1 late game. And then you're going to want to get 1 long. Why do you want that? You want your Umas spread out a little bit, so that way they're kind of not all clumped up on themselves and mess themselves up. Now, I could be wrong. That could be completely bad information, but I believe that it's a bit more helpful to spread them out. Now, it might not be too important, since, again, this isn't about the points. This is more about just winning in general. But I believe, just for the sake of having it usable in both, that it's a good idea to work on one of each. That way, once you're done with this event, you also have a very nice team for your team trials as well. You can just slide them right in there, and then you will be good to go on 2 different events. And that's pretty much it. So that's going to be the way that you guys are going to want to make your Umas. How much stamina do you guys want for this event? Now, I believe you're going to want around 800, like 700, 800 stamina, depending on how much of your recovery skills that you have for this event. Again, as you saw, my Tokai Teo has a decent amount of stamina and runs medium courses very well. As you see, she's my ace over here, and she wins very consistently. Now, right now, I've got a couple other ones with 649, S rank on pace, S rank on medium. Again, that's very helpful to do. Try to get as many S ranks as possible. That it's not required, but it does help a lot. And one thing that you can do if you know you're making a medium is grab skills that are designed for medium courses. As you see, all of my Umas actually have S rank on medium. So as you see, I'm already kind of prepared for this event, even though I'm, as you see, only a C3. My 3 Umas are actually pretty decent right here. I could probably work on this one a little bit better to get her up to a B+ and make her skills a bit more higher quality. But as you see, this is all you need, just one good run. And if we look at my career info, all I really had was a max limit broken Keithis on black. It's nothing crazy, guys. As long as you have a friend max limit broken Keithis on black, you can make something exactly like this. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys are feeling a bit more confident with the Taurus Cup, and you guys will give it a try in the ranked one in a couple days, or actually like tomorrow. But anyways, that's all I've got for you guys. Good luck in your races tomorrow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.